Atlanta Sports.
Hey, can I start both of you guys with a pep quiz on a Thursday morning?
Let's do it.
Okay, so football season is here. The NFL season is officially here. There is one NFL team that will officially have a practice today. Rookies, veterans, everybody will be on the field. One team will have their first practice for the season. Who is that one team today?
I'll go Cowboys.
I'm going to say Cleveland Browns.
And when you think about this, because you guys are both football guys, you'll be like, oh, that makes sense. The first team on the field today, the Denver Broncos.
Wow.
Why?
They're in the Hall of Fame game.
Oh, see, I was trying to think of
See?
the Hall of Fame game. I couldn't think of the game.
Yeah.
It's August 1st, which is like right around the corner
Right,
now. It's
very quick.
It's Denver against Atlanta. The Falcons will actually start this weekend, but Denver actually on the field today. So, like, if you're a football fan, it's here.
I'm brain farting. Is Flacco
Flacco's their quarterback, right?
Yeah.
With Denver, yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Smoking
Yeah.
Joe Flacco in the Rockies.
Hey, dude, he might be able to complete some pass. Dude, in that thin air, he's got a live arm.
Yeah, he's still not bad. And
He's got a vertical. He's got a receiver Sanders. He's got somebody you can run it deep.
yeah.
Well, look out.
You know, if you're a Chargers fan, I'd worry more about Kansas City. But I'm just Denver
I don't
could be
know,
Denver
right?
could be
Von
tough.
Miller?
Yeah, Denver could be
That
tough.
defense can be tough.
Kansas City lost a couple of their big weapons on offense, too.
Yeah. I mean, they've had some crappy quarterbacks. Flacco's a huge upgrade, I think.
No, he could be.
Huge.
He could be. I mean, he
And he's
won a
probably,
Super Bowl.
You know, he's mad or whatever. He got traded. He wants to kick some ass. I bet.
Yeah, you know, he's
I
got
like that.
a chip on his shoulder, and
Yeah.
he's not too old. You know what I mean? Like, I
Right.
would say he's still in his prime, right? I
Peyton
mean,
Manning
he's
did
right
this with
there.
his arm like falling off or whatever. I can do it.
It was Peyton Manning.
Yeah.
it's not just some guy.
His mind is something.
Some guy, Peyton Manning. We've got more football to get to, baseball as well. It's all brought to you by Matheson Gas. They are the gas professionals. Don't leave it to anyone else. That's why you go to Matheson Gas to get the best for your home or your business. All your gas supplies, your welding supplies, your cooling supplies. If you work outside or a warehouse, you can visit them in Fontana, Rancho Cucamonga, and Riverside, and online. You can sit at your computer, your iPhone, check them out at mathesongas.com. So if you're a Chargers fan, they're going to open up camp next Wednesday
Wow.
in Orange County, Costa Mesa.
Yeah,
if
you know the story.
what's with
Melvin
Melvin
Gordon.
Gordon? Yeah,
Will
well,
he be there?
yeah.
He wants to get paid now.
Right now, it's looking like maybe no.
Nope.
Well, if you're the Chargers, I mean, who's their backup? I'm trying to think. Is it Eckler?
Didn't they pick up CJ? I thought they picked up Big Boy from the Rams.
CJ
Am I
Anderson?
wrong?
C.J. Anderson?
I could be wrong about that.
I don't know. That's a good
Look,
question.
It just depends what's in, what do they have in the cupboard? You know what I mean? Are they going to be quick to move and try to lock up Melvin Gordon? Or are they going to say, hey, you know what? We got a couple guys,
Yeah, dude, they can go running back by committee sometimes.
They
Just get a few
could.
pounders and rotate them in.
Yeah, Austin Eckler is their backup running back.
Yeah, that's what I thought it was Eckler. Yeah. Because when I think Chargers, I really don't. It's always been about Phillip Rivers.
Yeah.
They've always had like these signature players, but they were never the running back. Antonio Gates. Like when I think running back, you guys will probably you're more my wheelhouse. Natron Means.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Remember Natron Means?
Yeah, Marion Butts.
Marion Butts. Oh man.
Big backs.
Yeah. So
If you're keeping track on CJ Anderson, he's in Detroit.
All right.
there you go. So he was at. You know what? He used that Rams gig
Yeah.
to get a
Oh,
new
yeah.
contract.
Absolutely.
So it worked out for him as well. And speaking of the Rams, they will be next Friday at UC Irvine. And if you're a Raiders fan, and I know they're out there next Friday as well. So Rams and Raiders next Friday.
Ooh, that's
Hard
the one right there.
Hard knocks.
And again, they're starting like a week later compared to the Denver Broncos. Don't be like, oh, Denver's getting a head start. It's because Denver has the Hall of Fame game.
Right.
They'll have one early game, them and the Atlanta Falcons, compared to the rest of the NFL. So that's why they get a week
Which,
head start.
Hall of Fame game's nice, but I don't think the starters really play at all in that one.
No.
Yeah, or did they figure out the turf? Or that there's always something with the freaking field these last couple of years. Remember they had a huge thing where they did all this rubber piled up.
Yeah.
Well, because it's played at a football field right there next to the Hall of Fame, so it's not a stadium. It's almost like a high school looking field, really.
It's weird.
Yeah.
But it's football.
Right.
So on
It's coming.
August
It's
1st,
coming.
I'll be watching that Hall of Fame game, right?
It is.
Just excited about
Can I
that.
live stream the practice
Yeah.
today? I just want to watch some kind of football.
It's upon us, guys. Baseball, though, we are, man, in the heat of, I guess you'd call it the playoff race now, as we're into the second half of the baseball season. The Halos still very much in the mix. They had a 5-game winning streak, though, snapped last night by the Astros 11-2. But the big headline has been about the Astros' Jake Marisnick, who's a friend of the program. He went to Riverside Poly. And remember, so he ran over Jonathan Lucroy, the Angels catcher.
He did end up running him over. I think he's getting a bad rap.
He is. I mean, Lucroy had a broken nose, concussion, the whole deal. He's going to be out several weeks. But, so was this, I guess it was Tuesday night. The Astros come to the Big A in Anaheim, and they hit Jake Marisnick with a pitch.
On his third at bat, by the way. They waited till his third at bat
Yes.
to plug him, and they threw it up at his head.
It was like his shoulder, right? His shoulder blade area.
But very clearly, like, sending a message.
Yeah.
To his credit, he took it like a champ.
No, he did.
And he was telling his dugout to calm down, but of course, not when you threw it at his head. It's like, uh-oh, here we go.
So is there maybe between the Astros and the Angels some tension building up over the season?
Oh,
it sounds like?
definitely.
super tension
All
right
right,
now.
definitely.
Yeah.
That's what I want to see.
And it all comes back to our guy from the IE. But Patrick, you're right. He handled it like a champ. He knew it was
He
coming.
understood. He got caught in the. He was going to try to. What I think he was doing is he's getting this rap. I was watching on ESPN. They're like, Marisnick lowered his head like a fullback and plowed with him. I'm like, that's not true.
No.
He was going to dive around
Yeah.
the inside because he thought the catcher was going to go on the outside.
Yeah.
However, the catcher went inside and they ended up colliding.
Dude, we mentioned it before.
That's what I think happened.
It's like football, you know what I mean? You're a receiver going across the middle. Here comes the safety.
Right.
Dude, things happen fast. Marisnick was like, okay, I'm picking this side. Oh, the catcher slid into that same lane as well. Boom,
Well, what does
collision.
this tell you? This is how gnarly it is, basically. 2-game suspension for Marisnick, right?
Yes.
I think this pitcher, does he get away scot-free?
He got 3 games.
3 games. It's
But
even worse than plowing a guy and breaking
And
his
he's going
nose
to
and busting
suspend
his
it.
chops.
Over the course of a baseball season, that's like missing 2 minutes of a football game. You're
That's
fine.
true.
it's nothing, right?
That's sitting in a penalty box.
Marisnick, I'm with you, bro. You
Yeah.
get a bad rap.
He's our guy. The-
Angel fans, hey, don't be on the tracks when the train's coming through, butthead.
Jake Marisnick's a good dude, and it's
Yes.
it's a part of baseball.
Thank you.
So Mike Trout's supposed to be back in the Angels lineup tonight. So he's been out
Alright.
with the what do they call it, right calf soreness or
Hey,
tightness.
don't block the plate,
Yeah.
by the way.
Oh, for a catcher.
Yes. Don't. They're just blocking the base path. No one is saying that.
Your
He's
son's
supposed to
playing
have
catcher?
He's supposed to have a clear path to the plate.
Yeah.
No.
Tell,
Okay, good.
tell your sons that, right?
Yes.
When you're waiting for the ball, you come, up the line, boom,
Mm-hmm.
pick a side, get out of the way.
Oh.
This is why I don't like baseball.
And if you're a Doyers fan, I know you are. They beat the Phillies last night 7-2, and kind of like the whole Marisnick thing is the hot topic with the Halos. There's a lot of run on social media around the Dodgers about sending Joe Kelly, our guy from Corona High, our guy from UC Riverside. A lot of fans want him as the closer instead of Kenley Jansen, because Kenley Jansen, every time he takes the bump, dude, it's like a wild ride, man. You got to buckle in. There's gonna be some loops, some twisties, like all kinds of crazy stuff with
Dude,
Kenley
ever
Jansen.
since his heart problem, dude, it messed with his head.
Yeah,
I
don't
did
know.
see a lot of fun with Joe Kelly where he was offering up to take Kawhi Leonard, Riverside guy back in the area now for an LA team, out to Miguel's. And I said,
Oh, did he really?
He was like, hey, now that you're back in the area, let's go get some Miguel's.
See?
Did he really? Was that
Yeah.
on social media?
I saw a screenshot of it somewhere. It was great.
I'll have to go find that. That's hilarious.
Well done. Speaking of social media, Pep, tell me how to get your stuff.
Hey, make sure you follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. A lot of stuff in the Inland Empire that we cover, including Saturday night. Don't forget, Christmas in July at the 66ers game.
The Nutcrackers.
Yeah, they're going to be the
Yeah.
Nutcrackers, so bundle up, wear your sweater, wear your beanie. It's going to be cold out there with the Christmas music.
Inland Sports.